Extra, extra, tweet all about it. Does that statement sound familiar? Years ago, it was about newspaper headlines, and now in the year 2018, it is about social media platforms. The report is on privacy in the lives of political figures using social media platforms to enhance their campaign. Platforms like Facebook and Twitter have allowed American voters to engage in political conversation not only within their social network, but also with the general public, and even the political candidates themselves. In 2008, Barack Obama became the first president candidate to use social media platforms to communicate with voters and was proven successful in his efforts. In the 2016 election, we witnessed the development of ethically questionable persuasion built and executed using social media networking sites such as Twitter. Twitter has played an important role in the 2016 presidential election that it continues to test the waters. Even though Twitter still has ongoing business problems, the ability of a single tweet can sharpen political conversations have never been greater. The leading candidates for America's next presidency use Twitter to excite their supporters and to draw voters in who wouldn't otherwise follow political campaigns. Twitter can reach people in a way that traditional means of communication can no longer do, such as mail and political signs that people put up in their yard. Twitter has changed the way political figures are campaigning. While they do the traditional ways of campaigning, using social media is on the rise in political campaigns. One tweet, negative or positive, can help or hurt a political campaign. Since the 2016 election, Twitter has enforced new guidelines. Twitter will make political advertisers self-identify and maintain a thorough online presence and to register with the FEC, Federal Election Commission. Twitter is double-checking that it does not allow foreign nationals to target political advertisements to people that are identified as being in the United States. The Twitter biography must also have the name of the website and the valid contact information. The information is as follows: username, title of office, state, adjectives describing the candidate, the number of people following the candidate, and the number of followers the candidate has. The changes are largely in line with the announcement Twitter made in April of 2018 that it would be following guidelines outlined in the proposed Honest Advertisements Act, a bill that was first introduced back in October of 2017 to try and regulate political advertisement practices on social media platforms. As the bill has not passed, Twitter said it would comply with any of its provisions at the time, and the announcement marks the first solid set of rule changes for Twitter following the Russian involvement in the election and the subsequent congressional hearings on the subject last fall. The advantages of Twitter is that it offers the illusion of direct access to the celebrity or the political figure. It also offers the possibility of associating yourself with this person by following them on Twitter and the possibility that they might notice you and retweet one of your tweets. Twitter is a great tool for making the impression of closeness and sincerity. Again, it also offers the possibility of associating yourself with the person by following them on Twitter and a possibility that the celebrity might notice you and retweet one of your tweets. Mr. Trump used Twitter to outline his political agenda directly to the American voters without having to engage with the mainstream media. One of the disadvantages of Twitter is mistaken identity. Make sure when you retweet, it is going to the person whom you want it to go to. This happened recently when Mr. Trump tweeted to his daughter Ivanka, and it was sent to another person named Ivanka. Mr. Trump discovered when he retweeted a tweet confusing his daughter Ivanka with the Brighton-based council worker Ivanka Magic. She used her 15 minutes of fame to tweet back, urging the president to reconsider his position on global warming. Here, Twitter demonstrates another attraction, the possibility of direct access to the powerful. Is it a reality that celebrity or political figures will ever answer your tweet or even read it? No. There is also a good chance that they may block you altogether if they find your tweets are offensive or irritating. Starting in the 2018 election, Twitter is introducing to the United States election labels in the midterm general election. What is an election label? An election label is similar to a verification mark, which is Twitter's way of telling users that a certain profile is both legitimate and noteworthy. The label has the following information about a political candidate: the office the candidate is running for, the state where the office is located, the district number when applicable, and will be clearly identifiable with the small icon of a government building. In conclusion, Twitter's effect on the 2016 presidential election will have long-lasting consequences. The current election also reinforces that Twitter is becoming less of a social network and more of a news-making medium with a social twist. Is it possible that in the year 2020 election, will the candidates use social media? It is hard to say, but the format that Twitter introduced will have a lasting impact on politics. Twitter can be a very useful political tool and can also tell us a lot about a politician's temperament and their willingness to engage with other opinions. In other words, when you tweet, be sweet.